Folks, how's it going today? We are going to dive right back on into electron configurations. I know that the last two videos actually really talked a lot about electron config, but we are going to look at a couple of different things regarding an electron config. First off, I want to show you how to include the F block. Okay, it's really important to include the F block. Then we're going to look at something called an abbreviated electron configuration. So let's take a look at what if I wanted to find the electron configuration for, let's say, tungsten, which is element number 74. Okay, so that's going to be right here. This is where I'm trying to get to. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I get everything I need to. Now, one thing that I want to pay attention to, check this out. I've got element number 56 right here, which is barium. And then that's going to jump down to lanthanum and all of our lanthanides. So we want to make sure that we include this whole row of elements before we jump back up here and go to tungsten. So let's go ahead and count this out just like we normally would. So I've got hydrogen and helium to go for 1s2 and then 2s2. I come on over here to 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10, 5p6, 6s2, just like normal. Now is where it's going to do something a little weird. So after 6s2, now we have to jump down to our lanthanide series and do 4f14. Okay, so 4f14, now we're back up to 5d, and then this is 5d2, 5d3, and 5d4. Okay, so all of those previous electron configurations, all the way to 5d4 is going to be our electron configuration for tungsten. So if we wanted to write this in, we could go ahead and do that. So we would write that as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10, 5p6, 6s2, 4f14, and then 5d4. So that's going to be our electron configuration for tungsten. Now, what you're probably thinking right now is, holy smokes, that's a lot to write. Okay, and you're right, it is a lot to write. So there is something out there called the abbreviated electron configuration. So what we can do is we can find the last noble gas before we get to whatever it is we're looking for. So let's say we're looking for zirconium, okay? What's the previous noble gas before zirconium? Well, 40, 39, 38, 37. Number 36 here is krypton. So what I can do is I can put krypton in brackets, and then after that, I would put krypton in brackets, and then I would say 5s2, 4d2. Okay, so that's how you would do the the abbreviated configuration. So let's go ahead and take a look here for at antimony, which is element number 51. So let's find antimony, and it's right here. The previous noble gas before it was krypton. So let's go back and we're going to write krypton in brackets. And now this assumes that everything up to krypton is correct. And now we can just go from krypton, and we would do 5s2, 4d10, 4p3. And so then that's going to be the rest of our, so that was 5s2, 4d10, 5p, 5p3. What just happened there? 5p. All right, so let's do another one. Let's get a little crazy here and do Mercury, okay? Now, Mercury is right here. So the previous noble gas was xenon, so I'm going to put xenon in brackets. Then we go 6s2. Don't forget, I've got to go down to my lanthanide series and include 4f14, and then back up to 5d10. So if I was to do Mercury, it's going to be xenon 6s2 4f14 5d10. And that's how you do it, okay? This says it wants us to recognize elements using their electron configuration, okay? So all I have to do here, there's only one thing I have to look at, okay? Check this out. 1s2, 1s2, 2s2, 2s2, 2p6, 2p6, 3s2, 3s2, 3p3. Okay, so now we're saying that the last thing is the only thing that changes. So if I want to know what the element is, I'm just going to identify it by the very last thing I'm looking at, 3p3. Okay, I remember that my p block is right here. It started at 2, so 2, 3, 3p3 would be phosphorus. Okay, so that's how you're going to do that. So this one's phosphorus. This one here, 6d5. So I know I'm in the D block. So here's my D block. The D block started with 3, so 3, 4, 5, 6d5. Lanthanum is actually, wait, did I say 6d or 5d? I'm sorry. 6d5. So this is 3. Oh no, I don't want to know anything about vanadium right now. So I had 3d, 4d, 5d, 6d, and 61, 62, 63, 4, 5. Borium, element number 107, would be 65. So bor. Okay, that's how you do it, folks. See you later.